What is up, YouTube? Back with another YouTube video. Today we're here with a guide on how to complete the Arms Dealer competitive Nightfall for Guardian games. Now, if we take a look at the modifiers, today we have Shielded Foes. You're going to face combatants with Arc, Solar, and Void Shields. Hero modifiers, Barrier Unstoppable Champions, Solar Threat, 25% increase to incoming solar damage, Scorched Earth, Overcharged Weapons, Stasis Surge, which is 25% bonus to outgoing stasis damage, Solar Surge, a 25% bonus to outgoing solar damage, Overcharged Rocket Launcher, which is 25% bonus to rocket launcher damage, and then Galvanized combatants have more health and are more difficult to stun. Now, when it comes to this Nightfall, it's very annoying, and you'll see that into the gameplay, but I do want to highlight very quickly how we're going to be completing this, and it's going to be through the journey over here, go to the current season, Season of the Wish, boom, and then go to Vanguard medals. Now, all these Vanguard medals contribute to score, and pretty much what we're going to want to do is hit the platinum threshold of 175,000 points. Now you're going to notice some of these are very easy to do, like Primary Frenzy. Rapidly defeat 9 combatants with weapons using primary ammo. Again, something that's just going to happen over time. And then ones that we're going to focus on is Giant Slayer, which is just defeat a champion, so make sure you defeat all your champions. But then Finishing Touches, which is defeat a powerful combatant with a finisher. And then Insult to Injury, which is after using an emote, use a finisher to defeat a powerful combatant. Now, if you tie all these three together when fighting a champion, you will get a lot of score. So, for example, you see a champion, get him low, then hit an emote in front of him, and then go ahead and hit him with a finisher, and you'll get Giant Slayer, Finishing Touches, and Insult to Injury. Now, for orange health bar champions, or not champions, but just orange health bar mini bosses, when you see those, make sure you get them low, do an emote, then a finisher, and then you'll get Finishing Touches and Insult to Injury. So, that's kind of the process that you want to do. And when it comes to why you want to do this, pretty much for your quest, you have a quest called Shoot to Score, which you get from Zavala when you first start Guardian games. And you can see here pretty much what they're going to want you to do is hit every threshold. So for example, it's going to say hit Bronze Score 50k, then hit Silver, which is 100k, hit Gold, which is 150k, and then hit Platinum, which is 175k. And then they're going to say, hey, congratulations, you did it. Remember to light the scoring torches in the tower, which give you, rewards and stuff like that if you want to try to get random rolls for the Guardian Games weapons. And then after that, you're playing for the current community rank, and you can see I'm in the top 30%. So depending on what level your score is when you finish, it'll put you in a rank. And if you hit the top 10%, you will get a Sparrow and everything like that. But this is not a guide for the top 10%. This is only a guide for the platinum threshold. So we're going to go ahead and just go into the loadout right now. Now, getting into our loadout, you can see we got Solar Subclass, and we got Golden Gun Marksman, we got Gambler's Dodge, Triple Jump, Knife Trick, and Healing Grenades. For aspects, we have On Your Mark, and then we have Knock 'em Down. And then for fragments, we have Ember of Ashes, Ember of Char, Ember of Solace, Ember of Torches, and Ember of Eruption. Now, when it comes to the weapons, I'm running Riptide, which is Stasis, so it gets a damage buff. And then it has Chill Clip, which is direct hits with the top half of the magazine causes a detonation that slows nearby targets. And then this can help you stun unstoppable champions, which are going to be active here. As you can see, Stasis, Shatter effects will stun them. But we are going to be using Polaris Lance for both champions, both Barrier and Unstoppable champions. So getting into Polaris Lance, you can see the exotic trait is the perfect fifth. Precision hits load an explosive round. And what this is going to do is when you hit 4 crits in a row, that 5th crit that you hit is going to have that ignition kind of scorch, explosive round. And when you shoot an unstoppable champion with that, that will stun it. So you can see if you have an unstoppable champion, solar ignition effects will stun it. So when you're just shooting, or when you see an unstoppable champion, just spam crits and you're going to stun it. And then the same thing is going to work for barrier champions, because with the build, as long as you keep hitting rapid precision hits on champions or orange health bars or whatever, you're going to proc Radiant. And when you proc Radiant, that's going to give you barrier rounds, because you can see here, solar radiant effects will stun barrier champions. So that's how we have both guns being able to stun both types of champions. And I do want to note, I do have the catalyst on. That's how I have Dragonfly active right here, which is precision kills create elemental damage explosions, which is very nice for ad clear and stuff like that for the red health bar enemies. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the heavy. Now the heavy, I just really recommend whatever you're comfortable with. We're going to be using the LMG Unwavering Duty because it lets you hold a lot of heavy ammo. It's really nice for dealing damage to the bosses and orange health bar enemies to get them low, because if you hit too many crits with Polar Slants, you run the risk of just killing the enemy with the precision damage or the ignition damage or the scorch and everything like that. So we want to use an LMG, that way we're kind of in control of how much damage we do, because the build here, you want to get your enemies one shot, your orange health bar and your champions. If you just continuously shoot them with Polar Slants, you run the risk of just blowing them up, and then you don't get an emote, you don't get a finisher, and you don't get a lot of scores. So that's why we're going to use the LMG mainly for that, and that's why I have Unwavering Duty. It's solar, so it synergizes with the build, but it also has a lot of ammo, and I like the RPM of it being a 450 round. Other options could be fixed odds if you have one of those, or if anything like a retrofit escapade, but again, I just highly recommend an LMG, and yeah, that's what I'm just going to recommend there. Now for the armor, we have the exotic helmet Celestial Nighthawk, and this has solar targeting, solar siphon, and hands-on. For the arms, we have solar loader and heavy-handed. For the chest piece, we have 2 solar damage resistant mods and charged up. And then for the legs, we got stacks on stacks and 2 kinetic weapon surge mods. And then for the cloak, we have 2 bomber mods and a time dilation mod. For the artifact, we're going to have, the first row doesn't really matter, it's up to you. The second row, I just recommend having Kindling Trigger. The third row, I recommend Flint Striker and Wish Into Being. And then the fourth row here doesn't really matter because we're not using Overload Rockets. And then the fifth row, Rays of Precision and Solo Operative. Now, I got it done with this artifact because I'm too lazy to change it for every single activity. So if you want, just copy Killing Trigger, make sure you copy Wish Into Being, Flint Striker, Solo Operative, and Rays of Precision. Anything else, just put whatever you want, but that's what I'm going to be using. So that's it for the artifact and everything, and we went over the loadout, so let's get into the gameplay. So we're going to load into the Nightfall now. We're going to go to the tower, then we're going to go to the competitive Nightfall, and I'm going to do it in private match solo. But again, if you're playing with a team, make sure you just tell them, hey, do an emote and finisher before you kill the orange health bar enemies and the champions, and you should be fine. And that way it's more efficient. When you're playing with a team, you can go through this a lot faster than I am, so I highly recommend just try to do that. But I'm just going to show you, you can't get the platinum score. It's not as easy in my opinion unless maybe you have a different build. And if you have an easier build, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below to help anybody else out that might be having a tough time. But we're going to go ahead and spawn in. I'm going to shoot these barrels, and then I'm going to put away the Polar Slants and then emote and finisher on this guy right here. Go ahead, get rid of these red health bar enemies. And there should be, I think, a Scion, or I guess not. Now we're gonna do some damage to this guy. Trying to get him low enough. There we go. Emote, finisher. I was about to die. Finish that since assault to injury. And as you notice, your Cabal allies do damage, and they'll try to take your kills, so it's pretty annoying. It's like you're competing against them so they don't take your kills and stuff, so that's just something you're going to have to deal with throughout this. But in this next room here, we're going to have a bunch of orange health bar enemies as well as a Cabal ship that you're seeing right now in the distance. I'm going to wait for my super, and then I'm going to use that to blow up the Cabal ship. This is annoying. There we go. Now I got to jump out over here. Pop golden gun, shoot that. Not gonna deal with that guy yet. Emote finisher. Did he die before I hit him with the finisher? Oh, great. I'm telling you, I'm not a big fan of this Nightfall. In my opinion, like, I have this one ranked worse than Corrupted. Like, I rather play the Corrupted Nightfall instead of this one, so let's go ahead and try not to die here. Again, they're not shooting any of the red health bar enemies, but they have no problem killing the orange health bar ones, so that's annoying. Go ahead, go over here, emote finisher. Is that another orange health bar? Yes, it is. Emote finisher. Then I saw there was one here with a shield. I don't know where they went. I think I see him right here. They just killed him. Did they? I don't know. Brother, this is annoying. They're all red health bar enemies. Oh, right here. I just had to jump in there. You can die here, so like I'm trying not to die obviously, because then if you die they spawn you inside this back room right there. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and deal with the barrier champion. These are all red health bar enemies, they don't matter. Emote finisher. And then this guy. Bro, that Scion is super annoying. You can see there's gonna be, I believe, 2 of these guys. Emote finisher. No way, they just despawned that guy. Whatever. Like I said, not a big fan of this Nightfall. I just want to get this over with. This is like my 7th recording at this point. I'm not afraid to admit it. It's annoying. The amount of things that go wrong in this Nightfall is insane. Go ahead and get rid of these red health bar enemies and then try to deal with this yellow health bar guy. I just love how all the damage I did gets negated and he ends up healing for whatever reason, so we're gonna go ahead and deal with these dogs. You can emote and finisher on the dogs, but again, since they spawn like 50 of them, there's no point. Emote finisher. And then right here we got some Scions. We got all 3 with 1 crit. That's annoying.
Names hold power. It is not unlikely this new Zahn is a successor who has taken up the mantle. Regardless.
Emote finisher. And here we got some gladiators, which are also very annoying. And we're gonna go ahead and just make sure everything is reloaded for the next part. We're at 48k. And we're gonna go to the portal. Now, they're just gonna spawn this yellow health bar enemy here. Just leave it alone. We don't really have to deal with it right now. We're gonna jump over here, and you can notice these enemies here. I'm gonna just go ahead and hit crits on the barrier champion, and when you hit that 5th shot, it's gonna spread to all the red health bar enemies, so easy kills there, and then emote finisher on the champion. Now we are gonna make our way back over here to the Centurion. Go ahead and hit a crit with the polar slants. I'm just gonna keep shooting at him, get him low enough. Now I'm expecting him to jump into the air when I get close to him. Emote finisher, looks like he didn't do it. But what's gonna happen, I believe it's once you pick it up, they're gonna spawn some enemies over here, as you can see. So I'm gonna drop the orb and just go straight for this esteemed Colossus. Very annoying that I got stunned there. Okay, he's really low. Going for the emote and the finisher. And there's gonna be 2 of them. One all the way in the back and then one in the middle right there where you just saw me kill the first one. And I do want to note, it is gonna spawn another Centurion. Right here, you can see he just spawned in. So let's go ahead and just try to do this as fast as possible. Go ahead, do some damage. I'm gonna use the LMG. Emote finisher. I hope that counts because he stomped and it stopped me from emoting, so that didn't count. Great. Emote finisher. Now I'm gonna just reload this real quick. Pick this up. And we're gonna go ahead and dunk it over here on the little station or whatever. Now, what this is gonna cause is more enemies to spawn as well as a Cabal ship. So we're gonna just try and deal with this right now because it's super annoying. And you can see another esteemed Colossus. Now, what I recommend is a strategy that I just showed you, because when you don't deal with those 2 first esteemed Colossus, you pretty much get 3 of them to spawn at the same time. So right now, if I didn't do that first strat where I killed the first 2, then you would have 3 Esteemed Colossus right now, and they are not fun because they have those annoying stun attacks, as well as this orange health bar that spawns in after. You can see I had to throw away my crit shot because that would have killed the Colossus right here. I'm gonna let them keep doing their damage. I'm just gonna emote and finisher on them. You can see another orange health bar enemy right there. Emote finisher. No, I took my kill. Alright, so we're gonna go over here and stun the champion. Now that he's stunned, take out the LMG. Emote finisher. I don't remember if there was any heavy in the room, so I'm just gonna act like there's not any and just move forward because we're timed. 80k. If I would have not missed some of those orange health bar enemies at the second room, and if I would have definitely gotten that second guy, we would be on track for a nice 100k right now. Making it a little easier, but again, it's just that second room is so annoying. That's where, like, if you have a team and you can all coordinate getting emotes and finishers in the room and not playing solo and having your teammates actually help you with that, you can easily build up a bunch of score there. But again, then you're competing as a solo with the AI here that are taking kills too, which is like the most annoying part. It's just not a good time. You can see a couple of ships just spawned. We're gonna go ahead and deal with that. They did end up shooting those rockets at me. Here, we're gonna try to deal with these red health bar enemies as well. There we go. Now we're gonna have an unstoppable champion, as you can see right here. Come on, I really want to stun him right here. Okay, the closer he gets, the better, but that's not a stun. That's not a stun either. There we go. The stun should always be on the ignition when you hit the 5th shot, but I hit the 5th shot like 8 times there and I didn't get the stun. Here we are going to have an orange health bar spawn a legionary as well as that centurion. You can see him right here. I'm going to try to get him low. Come on, yes, come closer to me. Emote finisher. Now the rush should be pretty simple to get. Now I'm inside this building because of that Cabal ship. If you spend too much time out here, it's just going to try to spam you with those rockets, which is annoying. This guy's hiding from me back here, which is also annoying. Just don't want to get hit by any of those rockets. Now he's going on the left. And now he wants to jump in the air, so we're going to have to wait. Come on, buddy. Hurry up. Emote finisher. Pick up the solar charge. Go ahead and deposit that. And we're going to make our way right here. Now with all these red health bar enemies, try to just get as many kills as you can. Just gonna go ahead and pop Golden Gun there. And then you're pretty much just fighting against letting the AI get any kills. So you can effectively build up enough score. So when because if you're playing solo, most likely you're hitting the 20-minute mark unless you got like the best, most optimized loadout and stuff like that. So I'm anticipating that I'm gonna hit that 20-minute mark. So I want to build up enough points in my score. Is this guy not getting stunned? Hold on, I don't want to kill him without getting the emo and the finisher. He's not regaining health either, which is weird. Whatever. Emote finisher. And then we're gonna have some orange health bar / yellow health bar enemies up here. Let me just take my spare out to catch up real quick, or I should say hoverboard. Let me get rid of this Scion first. And alright, they're targeting this guy, so I'm gonna emote a finisher. Let me go ahead and shoot these. Alright, they're doing some damage. He's gonna start moving in this way, it looks like. He's right here. Come on, emote finisher. We got insult to injury and finishing touches. Come on. Emote finisher. They almost took my kill right there. We didn't get insult to injury that time. Has to be the emote cooldown, actually. I was gonna kill him right there. Emote finisher. No insult to injury. So I think I'm doing the emote. Like, I'm not giving it enough time, so. Actually, wait, no. I don't know. Whatever. We're just gonna move forward. We have 130k. But as you notice, like, in those moments, you kind of have to just do it that way, because if you don't get that emote and finisher quick, then they're just gonna take your kill. So I pretty much had like no other choice for that. But now that we're here, I'm gonna get rid of these gladiators, because if you don't kill them now, they're all gonna run up to the top left and then be annoying later on in like 30 seconds. Alright, it'd be nice if I didn't miss that melee. Watch out for this Cabal tank as well as those Scions. Let me just do some damage there. I'm not too worried about the tank. You golden gun it and you're gonna do enough damage. Just watch right here. Make sure you hit one of the legs, and you can see I just one-shotted it. Usually I would hit one side, it would get it one shot, and then I would just shoot the other leg with Polaris Lance, and then it would kill it. You can see the gladiators running away. Make sure you don't let all of them go up there. I believe more enemies are gonna spawn to my left in a second. I'm just trying to get rid of these Scions. I don't want to get shot in the back. But watch right here. You can see we got the barrier champion. I'm not gonna do that much damage. Emote finisher. Now we're gonna go ahead and back up real quick and just look. I don't remember if there's any orange health bars. I see the unstoppable. I'm gonna go ahead and just deal with these enemies. That was a heavy brick, so that's nice. Wow, we're 15 minutes in. I completely didn't even notice the time we had left. Emote finisher. And you can see we're at 150k, so we're 20k points away from the platinum. So let's go ahead and jump up here. Now, what's gonna happen is you're gonna trigger this, interact with it, make sure your LMG is reloaded. And for these dogs, I'm just gonna go ahead and just spam my melee attack. I'm just gonna wait. Sometimes you get like that melee, you know, little explosive kill, thinking that you're gonna, you know, not get it, and then you end up getting it, and then it just ruins like the whole flow of the melee. But all I'm gonna do is just keep shooting this Tormentor right here. And if you want, you can shoot the turrets, but for the most part, I'm not too worried because the turrets only activate once you get closer. But I'm gonna go ahead and use my LMG here. And you can see he's low enough to where I can emote and finisher. Okay, he's gonna do that and suppress me, it looks like. Come on. Emote. Alright, I was going for the emote, and then he threw me into the turrets. I have to drop. I don't want to die. And I'm getting sniped at by Scions. You can see an orange health bar one. God, that was bad, because he slammed me from that side all the way to the middle. You can see some orange health bar enemy right there. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. You can see I got Let There Be Light. That's a good medal to get. I'm gonna just start clearing these guys out with heavy, because honestly this is testing my patience right now. Let me go ahead and emote on this guy. Boom. We just crossed the platinum threshold. What I'm gonna do is try to. Okay, that guy didn't want to let me get a finisher. But I'm gonna try to get a couple more emote and finishers just because there is gonna be more opportunities for it. And like I said, I want to have as many points because when I hit that 20-minute mark, when I start losing points, you don't want to go to the boss room and have 175k and you immediately start losing points and then you finish it with like 160k, right? You want to make sure you hit that 175k mark, so I'm gonna just try to get extra points. Be aware sometimes for whatever reason that hangar door that I just went through, sometimes it doesn't open. I have like 4 recordings where it didn't open, so I'm just gonna go ahead and be grateful for a little bit and start this. This is gonna open the door, and we're just gonna skip this guy. We don't have to worry too much about him. Let's just go ahead and deal with these red health bar enemies. He's gonna go ahead and call in the turrets. If you did that a little faster, I would appreciate that. There we go. You can see an unstoppable champion. We're gonna stun the unstoppable. And then emote and finisher. I think I killed the orange health. Oh no, he's still here. Like I said, emote and finisher on these guys. Just keep building up those points if you can. Okay. I love getting hit with back-to-back stuns like that. It's my favorite part of the game. Let's just go ahead and get rid of these turrets. Got the Steam Colossus right there. Do a crit right there with Polaris Lance. He should be kind of low. I'll tell you, these champions are relentless with the stun. They got infinite stuns. Go ahead right here. Emote finisher. Wow, that got really risky right there. Red health bar enemy. This guy just decided to drop on me. Emote finisher. Finishing touches. That's either the cooldown or, like I said, I'm probably not letting the emote play out for long enough, which is on me, which is frustrating. And then you can see I let the emote play out and this guy backs up. So great design. Love it. Just gonna kill that guy. We just have to jump up here now and activate the console. It's gonna spawn some enemies right here. There we go. Now we're gonna start going up. And then most annoying thing about this boss fight is if you remember old arms dealer, you would literally nuke this guy because he didn't have a lot of health. It was like one of the only strikes from what do you call it, like Destiny 2 vanilla, that or base game, that you would be able to melt a boss after so many years, and then they ended up changing it as well as like the shadows. So when you get up here, instantly run to either the left or the right. I'm just gonna run over here to the left and just try to deal with these turrets because they're gonna do so much damage. Now there's gonna be another one right here, but I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna pop golden gun, get the crit. He's gonna go run away now. There's nothing you can do because watch, you can see immune. He's gonna go up here now. He can do a little bit of damage, but he's gonna close that. Where's the turret that I'm hearing? Oh, they spawned over here now. Alright, let's go ahead and just use Riptide on these guys. In fact, there is going to be a Cabal ship. That's not the one yet. So let me just go ahead and get that. I'll throw a healing grenade on myself. Now he is gonna move, yeah, over here. Go ahead, pop golden gun, hit the crit. He's gonna teleport. Now let me just find a safe spot right here and start shooting these guys. Now, I'm just trying to lock it in, to be honest with you. If that Cabal, yeah, the Cabal ship spawned in. So we're just trying to wait for my super to fill back up so I can go ahead and destroy that. Try to get some kills. Did I shoot him? Is he above me? Where is he? Okay. I probably could have done more DPS, but I wasn't paying attention. I was just trying not to die with the amount of ads we got going on over here. Go ahead, pop this. Shoot the Cabal ship, because then that'll actually let you run around the area here. Go ahead and do that. Now, I forgot on what side this mini boss spawns. Okay, he's down here on the left. Go ahead, pick this up. Looking around to make sure there's like no weird enemy or whatever that's gonna end up shooting me in the back. Alright, that was a lot of damage. Where's... okay, he's right here. And we ended up killing him right there. There we go! I'm happy it's over. That's what I gotta say. Let's go ahead and look at this. Oh, don't tell me there's drilling outside. I hope you can't hear that. I don't know how long that's been going on for, but 23-minute timer, 57 seconds. Horrible Nightfall, horrible Nightfall. If you don't want to do it, I don't blame you, but I'd rather do yesterday's Nightfall a million times instead of this one. So that's gonna do it for the video. If you found it useful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a follow on my Twitch, twitch.tv/MonkeySham0. Playlists with my Destiny 2 Lost Sector guides will be popping up on screen right now. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Man, I'm so happy. Not really. I'm pretty much dead on the inside because of this.